A man who has probably inked up your favorite influencer.
Quite possibly.
Owns real estate on almost every titty in the world.
You went from just like being one of the boys, like hanging out, like doing your art here, and then you saw an opportunity to expand your horizons and go to LA and hang out with the Nelk Boys.
I tattooed Josh Kalaki. I tattooed L. Danjan, Jake Paul, Nelk Boys. Steve and I, were smoking and shit, and Steve was like, you should probably move in.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Branders Podcast. I'm your host, Arab, along with my co-host, Edwin. And today we have on Andrew Samuel Tattoos, a man who has probably inked up your favorite influencer.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Quite possibly.
Owns real estate on almost every titty in the world.
I'm not that's probably right, yeah.
1 million followers.
I'm not going to deny it.
And a few asses as well. Even a few testicles. Welcome. No testicles?
I'm pleading the fifth.
I think Arab wants to be the first, to be honest. That's what he told me.
Yeah, I do actually. That's why
Listen,
I asked.
What happens after the podcast, we don't know.
That's what I'm
See
saying.
where this leads us.
Welcome to the podcast, bro.
I appreciate you guys having me on. It's
Yeah.
been crazy, man. I feel like it happened pretty quick. I saw you doing the IRL stuff, running around with the backpack. I'm really stoked on all that. And Edwin and I have obviously been friends for, I don't even know how long now. It's been over a decade. Yeah, probably 15 years.
Dude, you probably met me when I was like 15.
Literally. Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
I
bro.
met you
Like,
before you did any social media.
Yeah,
at
yeah,
all.
yeah. I've
That's pretty
known
crazy.
this dude for a long time. He's kept it real the whole time too.
So, with that being said, first and foremost, I did bring you guys like a housewarming gift because when I first walked over here, I saw you guys setting all this up, and I was like, wow, this room's super bare. So, no pun intended with the bear, but I did bring you guys something, and it is a bear.
Is it an NFT?
It's not an NFT, no. It's equally as cool as an NFT. I brought you guys one of my custom painted bear bricks. Sorry, it's got some stuff on it from that jacket. My bad. Yeah, I brought you one of my custom painted bear bricks.
Dude, that's fucking dope.
To put up here for the
Right
office.
here.
I figured this place needed a little splash of color. You know what I mean?
I love that. That's sick.
This is one of four. So this is
Bad boy
number.
right here.
This is number 4. This is number 4 of 4 of the little.
So
four
it is
series
an
that I did.
NFT.
And pretty much,
4
yeah.
of 4.
Yeah.
So there you guys go. Yeah,
That's
there's
dope.
the
Yeah.
start. Hopefully, the start of many cool things that your guests bring you.
Oh my god, dude! I
Yeah.
hope. Hey, from now on, this is the thing. Now you come on the podcast, you have to bring us
You
a
don't
gift.
bring us
Yeah,
shit. Like,
people should be bringing you cool stuff.
Yeah, that way when we make the new studio in fucking 2 months, we just have like a bunch of shit behind us.
we
It's
just
like,
telling
decorate
you,
and shit.
if
That's
everybody-
really cool. That's
Yeah.
fucking dope.
Because you
dude.
guys are
Thank
gonna have on like all these rad people and
how much do you
like
think we resell this for?
Dude, I hear the floor on this is like 7 Ethereum.
Yeah.
at
70.
least 7.2 ETH.
we just minted it.
Yeah, you gotta add. You always have to add like a random point
Yeah,
something
point,
on the
yeah,
ETH
yeah,
to
yeah.
make it like legit NFT stuff.
For sure. For
You
sure.
know?
Well,
Yeah, a lot
thank
of people
you.
believe in these too, dude. As soon as I bought it, the floor price went up like 5x.
That's right. You know,
Yeah.
I have like a whole. I got like a whole.
You sweep the floor?
Board bear brick plan for it. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So you're a fucking artist.
Yeah. So I am a painter. I am obviously a professional tattoo artist. I'm sponsored by.
You're good at what you do, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, dude! You know what's dude? Let me just very quickly tell you a story about Drew.
Okay, here we go.
I knew Drew for a couple years, and maybe he just wasn't into painting at the time. Like maybe that wasn't like his forward-facing personality.
I was into other things back then.
But I knew this dude, and I got to tell you, Drew is, if I may say, at the time was a bit of a hothead. You know what I mean? He's prone to literally beating ass. Like, bro, like I'm sorry,
I've calmed down a lot.
but
I've
like
calmed down a lot.
he definitely was on some buck shit. Like this dude was on some hot boy shit, and when I met him, I was like, damn, dude, like this dude's fucking wild. And dude, I want to say like 3 years into me knowing this dude, maybe 2, maybe 3, all of a sudden, he starts doing art on skimboards. And I'm like, you can draw like this? And apparently he'd been doing it for a long time before I met him. But dude, his art was it felt like I didn't know the guy. Like he all of a sudden one day had this incredible art talent.
It's definitely was a hidden talent that I kept away for a while.
No, you
for
really
sure,
did.
You
That
know?
was crazy.
Well, yeah, I
You
mean, it's
should have
just
kept that way too, yeah.
yeah, yeah, pretty much. You know, I mean, I'm pretty terrible. I can't believe that anybody buys it to this day. To be honest with you,
And it's
To this day.
not
No, I'm just
cheap.
kidding. No, I've
art,
sold,
and you've earned that price.
so yeah, I've sold paintings, you know, 40, like upwards of $5,000 a paint, you know, $4,500 I think was the most I've gotten for one so far. They're mainly around like 2Gs, 1,500 to two grand for like the average painting that I do.
They're great paintings. They're like cartoon. I mean, we could
I
throw
really
them on
appreciate
screen.
it.
Hachi
Yeah.
can throw some of his art on screen.
Yeah, pull up his Instagram, bro, because his Instagram.
We'll have a
is
TV
insane,
eventually,
dude.
so we don't have to fucking.
Cool. Yeah, so there's a bunch of different styles that I can do. I've been involved in a bunch of different stuff art-wise. Like I was saying, I'm also, a tattoo artist. I'm sponsored by the biggest tattoo equipment distribution center in North America. It's Kingpin Tattoo Supply Company. They're an awesome
I buy
place.
drugs from them.
Yeah, they sell great drugs. They're actually Bradley Martin's supplier. I don't know.
Okay.
Steve
They have
claims,
to
but
have.
it's
We got to the root of it.
yeah, that's really what it is. But no. So, I just like being diverse. You know what I mean? It's nice.
Yo, so speaking of Bradley Martin, this was like part of the reason that I wanted to get you on here.
Jesus.
You had some time in LA. You went from
did.
from our friendship, from me knowing you, you went from just like being one of the boys, like hanging out, like doing your art here, and then you saw an opportunity to expand your horizons and go to LA and hang out with the Nelk Boys and this and that. What was your experience with that? Positives, negatives? Give us the whole story of like that entire saga. You know what I mean?
Oh wow, that's a long one. Okay, so
Like how you even ended up there, how you met the people, like.
So I literally, people who like really know my story know that like I started from the absolute bottom.
Get closer to the mic.
Yeah, I did a little bit of time. I was on felony probation. I was having to check in with the government weekly. I was literally, doing a hard point in my life. And that's when I started. That's when I started with the tattooing. That led into I think it was the King of the Beach thing that really did it. That got me, a decent bit of attention to where people started paying attention to me on social media. You know what I mean? After I got to headline the King of the Beach, then
What's
I got
that? What's
King of the Beach is a 6-figure fishing tournament. That's here on the west coast of Florida. I got to headline it. I did all the art for it. I'm a banner.
It's like a big deal for like local people.
Yeah.
Like dude, on an annual basis. Dude, I went to one and it's fucking buck. Dude.
It's
There's hella people out there.
It's a huge deal in the fishing community. It's a 6-figure tournament. There's probably about 5,000 people that showed up to this event, and I had to
The
paint
fuck
live.
is a fishing tournament,
Dude,
Like,
what? You fucking hop on your boat. They're like, yo, you have a day. Go find us the biggest fish of this
the
category.
biggest fish.
The biggest
Yeah,
fish.
so you go and you fish.
It's a Florida man thing.
Yeah, 100%. They
Yeah.
have them all the time, but this is like by far one of the biggest ones.
By far. So I had to paint live in front of everybody at this thing. It was like 5,000 people, and it pretty much like sparked off.
Did any of
bunch.
them use their Twitch Primes?
I have no idea. Oh man. But yeah, I don't know, man. It all ended up to I painted those boards for our town hall, Madeira Beach Town Hall. I got to do the art for our town hall. So I just started getting a bunch of attention, and then when the Nelk Boys came into town, my tattoo shop was right there on the beach, and Jack was like, "Yo, you guys got to go in there." So I ended up hitting it off with Jesse. And I did a few tattoos for him. They invited me to some house party that they had. I can't remember if it was like in Bradenton, it was in Sarasota. I don't know. It's like an hour and a half away. I can't remember where it was. But I ended up going to this house party and tattooing like in the middle of some event for them, like some video. And then they were like, "Hey, you're super dope. If you ever want to come out to LA, come out to LA." And I was like, I have no business in LA. I don't know where I'm going to go out to LA. So I was just like, yeah, I'll see you guys out there. And just like let a bunch of months go by. I went out to Hawaii, did a thing. And when I came back, Jesse and I were talking on the phone, and he was like, "Dude, you should just come out here for a couple of days." And I was like, "Okay, I come out here for a couple of days." And Alex DiTommaso is the one who actually let me stay at his crib, and I was out there for like 10 days. I tattooed them. I tattooed Josh Kalaki. I tattooed a whole bunch of people when I was out there. Elle Danjan, who's a super sweet girl who I met out there, is friends with Jake Paul. So I ended up over in there. Met Jake. I actually was pretty not intimidated, but just like weirded out, you know what I'm saying, when I first got invited over there, because I got invited over there by the girls to tattoo them, and I was like, I didn't really know how the situation was going to play out, you know what I mean, just from like
like a social standpoint.
Yeah. And like LA's so weird, and people are so, so I was kind of on edge when I went over there, and it was the exact opposite when I went over to his house. He's like one of the nicest dudes ever that I actually went in person, Jake Paul.
Oh,
when
really?
I was in his house, yeah. So he actually bought me a breakfast burrito. I sat down, just me and him at his table for about 30 minutes. Him and I ate breakfast burritos together
That's
and
sick.
talked about tattoos
cool.
and just everything. So it's pretty weird seeing the different sides of people from social media as to like real life out there.
I mean, dude, when you meet people like that, you're like, dude, they're so fucking big, and they know that everyone in the room knows who they are. So like, if you aren't also on a similar level where like if you enter a room, people know who you are. Like if they don't, then like you kind of feel weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, you're like, I kind of don't fit in here.
It's also like you don't want to be the person that's like playing into that either. So you got to just like treat everybody like a normal human.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you see who like responds to that and who still acts like a fucking rock star. You know what I'm saying?
And that shit's tough too, because it's like, dude, like I want to act like I have no idea who you are. So we have a genuine first time meeting, but like you fucking know I know who you are. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? Type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
When it comes to those situations as an artist, how do you choose between charging someone or giving someone a discount?
Great question.
So
is it based off?
You really so most people would probably say like clout and stuff, dude. I literally go by like if you're a genuine human or not. Like I really go by just like vibes with everybody. Like if I think somebody's just like using me for something, like dude, I'm gonna charge your ass full price. You know what I'm saying? But like if I think that it's a beneficial situation all around for a reciprocative deal, you know what I'm saying? That's when I'm the most
right. So like you're with the Nelk Boys.
So
are you charging them, or is it just like, listen, you took care of me, like I'm gonna take care of you, and like now we're homies type shit?
So I offered to give them literally it was like, dude, I'll just do this for you guys because like they put me in 2 of their videos. They were super nice, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, bro. They literally paid me more than anybody's ever paid me.
Sick.
You know what I'm saying? Like came to me on the side and were like, yo, I know you said you were gonna hook it up, but take this. And I was like, bro, what? You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So they, out of everybody, were like, you know what I'm saying?
With that being said, what is your, so I feel like me personally, I'm not a huge fan of Nelk, right? I like Jesse. I like what Shithole is. I don't really like what Nelk has turned into too much. What is your opinion of like the actual people type shit?
Prior to moving, I have another question about the money.
Oh yeah, let's hear it. No, I would love to see
you. So, what if somebody comes up to you and says, "Let me like exchange a shout out for this"? Is that considered rude, or is that like, or do you just go, "All right, we can wait out"?
Depends on how well I know you. If I meet you and the first 3 sentences out of your mouth are "tattoo me" and I'll shout you out, I'll probably tell you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah, but like, let's say like we're homies, or like we've been talking for fucking 2 hours, whatever. And then like somebody pitches.
That's a different story. Like if I like what you're doing and I like what you're about and I like, you know.
But I'm saying like if somebody wants to exchange that deal, like they know that their stuff might bring you more clients or whatever, right? So like
yeah, I'm always open to anything business wise.
Yeah. So what I want to know is like how offensive is it for somebody to ask?
Depends on the situation.
Fair.
I would say depends on the vibe. Depends on the vibe.
You read the vibe. Then
depends on the vibe. It's kind of like with anything, you know. 100%. What I'm saying?
Well, I always wonder with artists because it's like artists are treated at a much lower level.
So look at it like you know. So you're going to buy a so you're going to buy a Lamborghini. So you're going to buy something nice, you know, or you know what I'm saying, or a nice piece of furniture or something. The first 3 words out of your mouth to the dealer is, "Oh, I'll shout you out. You give me something free." The dude's gonna be like, "Fucking no," you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Plus, like it's all about feeling it out. You know,
I feel like people that have like real influence that can actually move the needle in like another person's career or workplace, they probably they won't lead with that either. They won't be like, "Yo, let me shout you out for free tattoos."
Dude, there are people like that.
So here's another huge thing that I learned when I was out in LA, you know what I'm saying? So the first couple months I was out there, I was so wide-eyed and like, holy shit, I can't believe I'm in $20 million mansions. I can't believe all these people are throwing all this money at me. I can't believe I'm getting invited to all this cool shit, you know what I'm saying? I was like so dazed by it all, you know what I'm saying, that I didn't realize that there's a game out there with all that too, of like this fake model promotion and like all this, oh, we'll promote this and that, but like, what is a story post really going to do from some whack ass model chick of like, you know what I'm saying? Of,
Yes,
like,
those are
it
the
doesn't
type.
correlate, bro. It
saying.
doesn't correlate.
those are the
Everybody
type,
tries
bro.
to flex and like, oh, my
Dude.
social media and blah blah blah,
Dude,
and
I'm
like all
telling
this
you.
stuff. But like, bro, none of it correlates. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell everybody that's like watching and this and that. Like, if
Exactly.
you have a career, dude, and you have a path and you have a lane, stay in your fucking lane, dude. Because if you don't and you're branching out thinking all these people are gonna promote you and do all this stuff, it's literally gonna do nothing. It's gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the
People
people
following the chick who's showing ass don't want to see me who's, you know, they
Boom.
want to see
Yeah.
more
Boom.
chicks
Yeah.
for showing ass.
Exactly. So it's like put the effort that you're gonna put into that, like just back into yourself.
Yeah, into
You know,
your own
into
lane,
your
you
own,
know,
into the
like,
core
yeah.
thing of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
that will benefit
Dude,
you,
and-
I think,
and-
tenfold.
And going back to that too, like I feel like models and shit like that have a bunch of followers that think it's for any reason other than the way they present themselves are the first people to ask for shit for shout outs too. You know what I mean?
1,000%.
Yeah, but that also I feel like that's a good segue back into like my original question which was what was your opinion of the Nelk homies?
So
because before you answer this, as somebody that doesn't know them that well, you know, I've met them several times. You know, like we were shark fishing with. Fucking,
I mean, I don't know them that. I mean, I well know them well enough. It's not like I'm.
yeah, you know them better than I do, but
Yeah,
like they were down here. We went shark fishing with them. I've met Steve. I met Salim. I met all those homies. We had a warehouse party with all of them too. But like I never like really made an effort to sit down with any of them on some stay on my lane shit because I know that like, you know, I don't think that for my stream.
Sorry, keep going.
My man's got a fucking treasure chest. You just pulled it. What the fuck? What do you got in there? More treats?
Yeah, this is just a rig from LA that I got. We'll get into it in a little bit.
But yeah, so what?
Something else I painted.
So what ended up being like your genuine opinion of those people behind the like outside of the Nelk, what everyone sees online? You get what I mean? They good people is what I'm trying to say.
I respect everybody who's out here trying to hustle and get money.
I agree with that. I don't know, like, I don't know them, but like, I've always been a big, like,
I don't agree with certain things. But you know, we're all different in this world, and I'll never hate another man for, you know, having his hustle and doing his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I respect it.
yeah.
I respect their work ethic.
I fuck with that heavy.
I respect how hard they put, how much effort they've put into their whole entire situation. It's really kind of jaw dropping what those motherfuckers have done.
For
Dude,
sure,
it's
100%.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
It is really kind of jaw dropping what they've done. It doesn't matter how they did it, this, that, and the other thing. You want to hate this. You want to say moaning in people's ear, like this lame shit, da-da-da-da-da. Like people hate this and that, but you know what?
Yeah, the moaning in the ear. Dude, yeah.
You know, and you know me, you know how I am with this prank shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a huge fan of all this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? But what I do respect is work ethic. What I do respect is drive. What I do respect is character. And those boys got a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? And they've put a lot of effort into their situation, and that's what I support.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
I don't.
That's sick.
I don't mind their content. I mean, I'll watch every now and then.
I don't really watch any of it.
I think that like a lot of people that watch them from the beginning, they don't like the new content because the old content was like harmless pranks that weren't necessarily at people's expenses, but now it's like they're affecting other people's days. You get what I mean?
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing that I didn't.
I don't think they're that bad.
I didn't.
Have you seen the wine tour? Oh my god,
That's what I was going to bring up.
Okay, well, like, that's the one. Yeah.
I mean, they do like. Do you watch a lot of their shit? You just said you
Yeah,
did.
I do. I've seen a lot of them.
Well, I'm just saying, I've watched videos where I'm like, that
Like the
would
wine,
be upsetting.
Some
the
of
wine,
it's-
the
some
wine
of
tour
it's
was a good shit,
overboard.
but it's like they do something, then. I mean, since then, I don't think they've done anything like the wine tour because they realized that their viewers hated it. You know,
Yeah.
like you can't. I'm big.
I think
I'm big against like not holding shit over people's heads. You know, like all right, they fucked up once. Like, all right, dude, my Airbnb, I was at his fucking place and I mentioned that like, oh, like I'm an influencer or whatever. He goes, oh, you know who I hate? That Logan Paul dude because of the forest thing he did 4 years
Of
ago.
course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people do that. They
Yeah.
do that. They stick to one thing.
Yeah, that
out of all the shit that
Out of
somebody's
all the
done.
shit,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
sure, they did the wine tour. It sucked. I looked at that wine tour and me, who's very like understanding of like that, you know, people's hustle, whatever. I was like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
You
it's
never-
like, I didn't hold it over their
the
head.
thing is, they like they're just like shit. Where I was just like, dude, like middle of COVID, moaning in people's ears and shit. Like I know that it's not like a big deal, but like you never know who has like a sick parent at home type shit. Like they're gonna freak out on you, and that's like part of the reason like Jig Squad videos had to stop for a little bit because it was a lot of public interactions with people really close up and stuff like that. It went from not being that cool and kind of being annoying to like, okay, now just because of the space of like the mental state of the entire world, now I think you're putting my family in danger, and that changed the game type shit.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So,
We're also somehow, and I want to keep everything positive, obviously, but somehow I feel like in the past, very, very recently, probably in the past 2-3 years, the younger generation in society has gravitated towards affecting the people around them for fun.
mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean? And that's something I don't support. That's
Right.
something I don't support. So it's like, bro, you see me, I'm an artist, I'm a creator. I make my own content. This is my content. You know what I'm saying? I create my content.
Yeah, you don't bother somebody.
Other people make video content, they need to be social. There's social content, stuff like that. Like I respect it, but it's like, you need to figure out a way. There's got to be a way to make that kind of money by being more positive with it.
Let me ask a question. You see that same video, fucking whatever, like they hire fucking giving ice to illegal immigrants or whatever. You see that same video and now it's done by a fucking major network.
Wait, say that again?
You see that same video, like one of their pranks.
Yeah.
But now and you're like, oh, dude, I can't believe they do this. But now you see it done by a major network.
Oh, you mean like Impractical
change?
Jokers or something like that?
Yeah,
I don't
like,
really think so. I don't think.
Does that change?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
I don't think so, because here's the thing. I'm obviously a little older, I'm in my 30s, and I come from a generation where like there's like consequences for fucking with people, bro.
I agree.
Like, all joking aside, man, like you could do some dumb shit to the wrong person, bro, and really get hurt. You know what I mean? And like,
see, Drew, like we always talk about this, where like, you can talk your way out of confrontational situations. And I know people like
a lot of times you can.
I know that people like you exist though, and there comes a point where like no amount of talking will stop that person from trying to fuck with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then on top of it, it's just like, I don't know. I don't know how to put it into the correct words. I just don't approve of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also to your point too, I watched a show on stream. It's called What Would You Do? And it's a good show. I fuck with like the scenarios they like put together like in front of people to see what their reactions would be. Like, what would you do in a real life? Like, it's like basically like if you saw somebody ostracizing a disabled person, what would you do? Right? Like you're at a table next to them. They're saying some crazy shit to them for being gay, for being this, for being that. What would you do? Would you act upon it, etc.? So that's the situations that they put people in. But it seems like as they released more content, they just got more and more
gnarlier
and more
with it.
fucked up, bro. Like they got way more race baitier. They got way more like, dude, they use like disabled people. They like, it's like, it was kind of fucked. And like I watched
that's exactly kind of what I'm talking about. Like, I saw this one thing that really turned me off one time, and then I want to talk about something else. This is all negative, but I saw that Ross Creations kid with a chick who didn't have an arm. And they were like, just fucking with people. But like this chick was in on it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I mean, I guess, whatever. It's funny
it's
how.
unfair. I mean, it's like, who are
like,
you to say that she can't do that? Because what if that's her way of coping with it?
But that's why that's not. But that's my thing. Is that's why I don't. That's why I try not to judge anybody, and I let people do their thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's like.
It's not my place to say. That's why you hear me just like hemming and hawing, because it's like, it's really not.
100%.
Who am I to say anything about anybody?
I mean, you know who Ricky Berwick is?
Who is it?
Ricky Berwick.
No.
You ever seen the fucking dude who spins on the floor with his tongue out and he's like fucking disabled?
No, he's more like
no.
He's the homie. Look him up. See if you've seen him before. Ricky Berwick.
But
he's my homie
on IG.
Anywhere, yeah. He's the homie, and I met him his first day on social media. He had fucking 0 followers, right? And the reason we became friends is because, well, he's that dude who used his disability that he was born with that very few people in the world have. Like, he doesn't.
What is it? Do you know what it is?
He doesn't say what it is.
Ricky, what is it?
Berwick.
Berwick.
He doesn't say what it is publicly.
Berwick. Oh, here we go.
And he's one of the people that like that's how he copes with it, you know?
Oh, this dude.
Yeah,
I have
you've
seen this
seen him.
dude. Yeah.
And that's the way he
and
copes
that's why
with it.
that's my point is, you know, it's not my place to fucking judge shit, bro. That's why I don't like talking about anybody else. That's why I always say I never hate on somebody else's hustle, because you never know. You never know what the hell's going on, bro. You really don't, dude. And the way how this world's lined up these days, bro, everything's set up against us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you see somebody who's become successful without genuinely hurting anybody else, fucking God, let them fucking do their thing. Dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And going back to what you were saying, like if I saw like an actual network put together something that was fucked up, like if it was on an actual network, would I find it less fucked up? The answer is no, because that what would you do shit is on like CBS. It's like an actual like syndicated like on TV. And
because
well, what are the questions that they're asking?
A lot of that shit is
that are fucked up.
Is all.
Oh, dude, can I see your phone real quick?
What do you want to do?
Look up what would you do on YouTube, and I'll read you some of the titles. And like towards like the end when they like were dropping off views, they got real like race
real
baity,
gnarly with it.
Like,
If you click them,
but that's everything these days, bro. That's why I don't listen.
There's some shit that I don't watch on Twitch. Like of that channel, I will not pull it up.
yeah, but you would watch. You clicked it off stream.
No,
What
I just didn't even want to watch it.
Yeah.
Because it was fucked. It was basically like bartender makes fun of like person that has autism.
See, this
like,
is some weird shit though, bro. I'm already looking at some of it. Even the shit that just popped up.
Like, say it out loud.
It said, hold on. It said mother can only afford. Hold on, where'd it go? Mother can only afford one meal to. Hold on, I gotta bring this back up. Oh, I don't want to play the volume on this thing. To share with her family, what would you do? Like
That's not.
that was not bad. That was not bad. But like there's ones where it's like
I just try to avoid being the internet.
Oh,
police.
you know what? You know what?
I'm
There was one where it was like black mom gets shit from like she like adopted a white kid. Like that was a scenario, and she was like in an all black like hairdresser place, and they're giving her shit for having a white kid.
But that situation happens.
Dude, but it's
but that's the thing.
But some of these situations, dude, they definitely don't though. Like some of them are fucked
bro.
up.
You think they just come up with these out of thin air?
Yeah,
They definitely happen somewhere.
So my question is,
I think that's just like showing reality. I get it. They're doing it for views and money.
That's my point. That's my point.
But like, I try to avoid being the internet police.
You gotta watch some of their videos though, because they don't.
I've seen their videos.
It's not presented in a way where it's like this could maybe plausibly happen.
I just hate that idea of like being internet police. Like someone's gonna make the content somehow, and it's gonna be the world is fucked up.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is what's you know what I'm saying? Where are you going? Where are you going with this?
The world's fucked up.
100%.
Okay, and the reality is people don't want to fucking see it.
Yeah,
they don't want to see it.
No, they would try to nerf.
And when somebody shows it, they go, "Oh, dude, how dare you?" Right?
That part.
Listen, I want to do a fucking 48-hour homeless stream, okay? So that I can feel the fucking effects and challenge myself of being homeless. Am I going to feel the full effects of being homeless? Of course. Of course not. I'm not going to be fucking hungry for a week.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be out in the freezing for a week.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be 48 hours. But I'm going to have to do shit like fucking eat out the trash, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it's going to be a fucking charity stream too for homelessness. As soon as I tweeted that idea, people were like, dude, how dare you make fun of homeless people?
Oh, of course.
You want me to be honest? I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to do it because I want to do a fucking charity stream for homeless people. When I do a charity stream, I do it for St. Jude. That's my favorite charity. That's what I do all my charity streams for.
That's epic.
But because I want to challenge myself.
Yeah.
One, I challenge myself mentally and physically. I'm big on that. Like, I think that helps you improve as a person. Okay? Plus, it'd be good content for understanding, you know, how that whole thing is. But why not make it a good cause at the same time? You get what I'm saying?
I think
people
you
are
should
like,
do it.
People are like, dude, how dare you gonna do that? And what are these people doing for homeless people?
Yeah.
Nothing. The same people who are talking shit aren't doing shit about any of that.
Yeah.
So they're just fucked up ones, bro. Like
Edwin's still over here fucking Googling this.
Dude, some of them like I remember reading them on stream. I'm like, dude, there's no way a group of people that work for like CBS sat in a boardroom. We're like, yeah, let's greenlight this idea. It's like
they did for sure. Some dude,
right?
There's one where it's like women shamed for how they look in gym outfits, right? So at a face value, You're like, okay, that could plausibly
should've got some
happen in real
Lululemons.
life, right? But dude,
When
when you watch this video, because I watched this one on stream specifically, it's literally just a girl. Which, by the way, let me explain to you why I think these are fucked up. So they cast a girl that is big, like she's big.
Good for her.
Like she's really big.
Okay.
Right. And so they cast her, and they're like, "Yo, we're just gonna berate you on camera for fucking hours."
Whoa.
Because the actresses that are playing the skinny girls that are fucking with her on camera, they're not just like, "Oh, you're kind of big." They're like mean to her, bro. Like out of reality mean. Like it's not.
Like saying
it's
some
not
ill shit.
realistic, bro.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not.
yeah.
And like they do that for views, so it's
Of
not
course.
like it's not
Of course.
presenting a real situation.
I get what you're saying, but you're saying, oh, that's fucked up because you're worried for the fat girl.
No, I'm just fucked up in the sense that they're baiting views, doing really triggering things, but facading it as like, what would you do as a positive person? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're the ones that create the super negative situations
Everything
that would
is a
never
virtue
exist.
signal.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, everything is a virtue signal
like,
these
yeah,
days.
there was-
like a high school brat bully.
Dude, there was
like,
one
type
that
shit.
was so fucked up that we laughed our asses off, but it was so fucked up. It was a chick, and she was also really big.
But-
they love fucking with the fat people, bro. But it was a really big chick, and they had two bouncers at a club, and they were actors, and everyone else in the line wasn't an actor. So there was the two bouncers and the fat chick, and they were the only actors in on it. And the chick that was big was like, oh, like trying to get in the club, and he's like, oh my god, there's no fucking way you're getting in here. And he goes, yo, Ronnie, get me the scale. And he brings out a fucking scale. There's a line of people, bro, like 50 people waiting, and he fucking slaps the scale in front of this fat chick. Goes, step on it. He goes, Weight Watchers is down the street. You know what I mean? Like you're like that's fucked.
I get what you're saying.
Wild.
The scale thing
This
will
is
never fucking
wild.
happen.
You know what I mean? Like you're telling me that happens?
It's wild.
No.
I'd be a hyena if I was out there and I saw that. I ain't gonna lie,
The scale
bro.
thing, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like they go over, bro. They go OD. Like they find people that actually
But
have a
they
disability. And
Yeah.
like, does that person with a disability even know what they signed
For
up
sure
for?
they
They get
do.
berated.
They definitely do know what they signed up for. You don't think there would?
I mean, they're getting paid for it, right? Don't you like sign up
That's
for
my
the
point.
shit? So it's like,
people.
bro, how you can't?
It's like you can't go and become a
No.
fucking stripper and then afterwards be like,
Oh my god, they harassed me.
no.
Doesn't work, bro.
Like, oh my god, they wanted me to get naked on the
Yeah.
stage.
No,
you
no,
know
no,
what I'm
I feel
saying?
you,
Like,
I feel you. But the problem with the disability people specifically is that some of them, somebody had to sign them up for it. They weren't the ones that signed themselves up for it.
well,
type
their
shit.
agent was like, listen, you're gonna go be a fat fuck on TV. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna get paid this much. Do you want to do it? I'm sure they pay those people
It
higher
is
than
bold.
the people that
It
are,
is
you know,
bold for you to assume that any of these people have agents. But yeah.
Dude, listen, there's something we need to
Dude,
talk about.
If there's something I know before you continue, is that everyone in fucking social media or acting
Yeah,
as an agent.
fair,
You know?
fair.
For
No,
sure,
fair,
bro.
fair.
Speak to my agent, bro. You
Yeah.
have 30 followers. What
Fair.
do you mean? Like,
Dude.
Don't trust the dude that says he can lead you to the motherland, bro, that has like 1,500 followers, bro. It's not real.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Yeah.
Or the guy that like hands you like a legit like actual paper business card that has like a bunch of names of all the people they've worked with, like all over the thing. Big red flag.
he brought him on the last podcast.
He goes, bro, that's the number one red flag in LA. You hand me some shit like that, bro, I know you're fucking done, dude. It's over with.
Continue. You're about to say
So listen,
something.
we brought up strippers, okay? I don't mean to change the whole route of
That's
this
fine, it's
conversation,
podcast.
but
that's the beauty of it.
so we were talking about social media and you talked about strippers. I saw the wildest 30-second fucking TikTok that they put on Instagram the other day, right? So listen to this shit. I've seen strippers in real life, because like I've been around some strippers, you know what I'm saying, actually put money in a washing machine and like wash a shit ton of cash like in a washing machine, right?
Why?
Because they get like $10,000 in a night in ones, and it's like literally in a pillowcase this fucking big, and it's like dirty, sweaty, pussy stripper money, like nasty
Really?
money. I saw a girl bragging about it on Instagram, making a thing of how to wash your stripper cash.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny.
Doing it in her bathtub, right? She said she looked at the washing machine, goes, shakes her finger like this and points at her bathtub, bro. This girl's in there with a loofah on a stick, stirring money around in the blackest water that I've ever seen in my life, bro. It's blacker
that
than this
dirty?
case. Bro, I've never seen something, so I don't know why. I think I was just really high. I've never seen something so funny in my entire life than a stripper stirring a bunch of money around in a bathtub with a loofah.
I thought you meant a stripper's washing cash, like by like laundering it through a laundromat.
No, like actually washing the money, bro.
Yeah.
Trust me, I was just as confused as you were when I first saw it, because I was like 19, right?
That'd
and I
be
was
a good
like,
Ross video.
I was,
Oh my god, you're so right.
Washing dirty money, dirty drug money.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's pretty crazy, huh?
Let's text Chris after that.
See some filthy strippers stirring bathtub money with a loofah. I don't know why I thought it was so funny,
dude. So moving on, and obviously, dude, you know, I'm not trying to be the internet police. I'm just saying, like, I think that there's like a level of like entertainment, and then just like lacking in like fucking taste. You know what I mean?
My idea is just like when you set the standard, it's like you're becoming like them, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, oh, they can't be doing this or like whatever, but it's like you start and then you slowly start more and more, and then it's like that's why I don't do any of it.
But I also don't believe in anarchy, and that's kind of what that's like how that starts. That's like saying if you never put a government in place, like things will be better, but like you need like
but this
you
isn't
need
the government.
some.
This is online. This is content. It's not the government. You know what I'm saying? That's why that's why for me at least I'm just like I respect the hustle. You know, and 100%. Whether I watch your content or not, I don't have to watch it. I'm not gonna go tweet. I used to be at that. when I was younger. I would tweet about people that I hated. You know, or I would.
It's unproductive.
Exactly.
It's unproductive.
It does nothing for me. It does nothing but spread negativity, and it makes me miserable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I spend my time thinking, oh, fuck that guy, rather than being like, all right, whatever, this video is shit. I'm never gonna, you know,
so
I won't watch this again.
Something you can do. It's something that I've been focused on a lot too, because I personally found myself over this past year. I found myself getting more and more, you know, triggered or whatever you want to call it off of stuff that I see online. I'm just like, I want to say something, and instead of like saying something negative about that, what you should do is you should just turn around and shout something out positive about one of your close homies. Every time you feel like you want to like say something negative about some shit you see, just literally just go turn it right around and just like shout, just like literally just give like one of your boys a shout out on your story or some shit. Do something, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and the other thing is too, like on that level of like, I'm allowed to have my opinion on whether I think you're lacking in morals or ethic, and no one can take that from me. And I'm not acting upon trying to get some legislature changed on YouTube to get people banned. I'm just saying I think certain content is made in bad taste, and I personally will not support it. Like that's
100%. But yeah, and me not supporting it, I don't like. This is the difference with me, just because I'm so against the idea of canceling, because I don't even want to be part of that culture. No, like I just don't. It's whatever. I'm just not gonna support it. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna go out and publicly say, "Oh, fuck this guy." Like, you know, agree with me. Like, chat. Yeah. Because I've been through that. I mean, like when you want to say something negative, dude. I've been through the.
So I have a question.
I spent 2 years where I was real into when I was in the commentary community, and I was like, I really like politics. And I would read these Twitter threads, and I'd spend fucking 30 minutes on the toilet just going through Twitter threads while I'm taking a shit, and be like responding to people or wanting to respond to people, and it was just like, dude, it's so much.
Yeah, it's tiresome. I'm sure it's like emotionally taxing too.
Yeah, it's emotionally taxing. I mean, now I'm at the point where it's like, all right, somebody on Twitter, I used to fold them. Somebody on Twitter would talk shit. I used to fold them. Now I'm like, block.
Yeah.
I just don't even think about it. Yeah. I'm like, blocked. All right, clean up my feed. You know.
Yeah, I think that not supporting somebody because their content isn't in great taste is the same is almost in the same ballpark as canceling them.
I just hard disagree.
You get what I mean? Because like, what's canceling?
What's
canceling?
I don't know. If I don't like somebody's content, I don't. Not that I don't support it, but I don't.
I don't hate on it. I don't hate on it,
but I won't put any.
There's no way you just said that.
What?
That's a crazy statement.
What?
That not liking someone's content is the same.
No.
As canceling them?
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said if you find somebody's content in bad taste and you choose to not support it because of that reason and not tweet about it, what are the people that are tweeting about it trying to get people to do? Not support that person. So you are still on that same bandwagon. You're just not vocal about it.
Me not watching is not the same thing.
You know what I mean?
I don't. Nah. The people that cancel try to fucking ruin your life, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But I'm saying at the root of their message, they just don't want people supporting this person.
No,
right?
I just don't want to.
They want them deplatformed.
No, I get it. Yeah. I just personally don't care to consume this.
Yeah.
I don't want them deplatformed. I don't want their sponsors gone.
No, I just won't follow. Like, I just don't click the follow button. Like, I just, I won't say anything.
Like, I don't have to support everybody.
No, of course. I mean,
I don't think that's the same as canceling.
You literally can't. No. But my point is, if the person that's trying to cancel somebody finds something in bad taste, they're gonna do everything they can to fucking vocalize their opinion on how they're a piece of shit. If you also share that same view that they're a piece of shit, and because of that, you thought to yourself, I'm not going to watch this shit anymore, you're kind of on the same team. You get what I mean?
No, you're not.
What if you just don't like their content?
Yeah.
But you don't like have a view about them personally. You just like don't like the video.
Like this is like a crazy extreme, but like let's say somebody doesn't like Jewish people. All right. Is that the same as fucking Hitler slaughtering, It's not.
No. What? That's not even
Yes,
a fair
it is.
example.
Oh my God, it totally is.
How?
You just said if
that's
somebody,
what she said.
Yeah.
What?
That's
No. We're talking about genocide. We're talking about Hitler. We're talking about killing people.
But it's what he's using is the same mental.
I'm not using that you're killing people. I'm not.
You're
saying
still connecting the same dots. Though, is what.
Yeah, it's like just because I don't like.
I think you guys are missing the part where I said if you guys find the same thing. I'm
just kidding. I'm sorry.
I think the point we're missing here is I said if you find this person in bad taste for the same reason that the person is canceling them, then you're almost on the same team. They're just being super vocal about it, and you're just not supporting them and just don't fuck with them. You get what I mean?
No,
that's what I'm saying. Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I just think canceling is completely. It's
you just really you want to cancel the word cancel. He's just so afraid of the word cancel.
I'm not afraid of it. No, I hate it.
Yeah,
I'm not afraid of the word cancel.
So I think for a group of people that claims so much tolerance and acceptance, they are the exact opposite.
Who's they?
The cancel culture.
Okay.
I think that.
And they are they.
Yeah, it is. They, he, she, them, all, every one of the pronouns, whatever you want me to call you, I'll call you. I don't give a shit.
Man, I gotta say,
man,
and once again, man, I think that not believing in cancel culture should not be synonymous with not having an opinion on whether something is morally incorrect or in bad taste.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay,
I agree with you.
Fair.
That's not what you said though.
That is what I said. I said if you find this person offensive or something that you don't like about them, and the people that are canceling them for the same reason that you don't like this person, then you're not far off from being on the same team. That's my point. Let me give you an example. Let's say he fucking does a video and he slaps a woman, right?
Oh Jesus! Why do you gotta bring this up?
Let's say he films a video, he slaps a woman, right? And I super try canceling him because he slapped a woman.
I have not slapped any women.
And I'm super against him because he slapped a woman. And you aren't vocal about it, but you don't like that he slapped that woman either, and you don't want to support.
Aaron, I promise I didn't slap anyone.
Listen.
You're a piece of shit, Drew.
I mean, he is for different reasons, but you get my point. Like, I'm canceling him because he slapped a woman. You're not vocally canceling him, but you're not supporting the content for the same reason that I'm not. You get what I mean? So we both agree. I'm just doing work to get him deplatformed. You're not.
Yeah, well, you kind of just took like.
That's what I've been saying the whole time.
Well, no, you took content versus assault.
You tried genocide in Jewish people.
It's
so I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. Yeah,
it's kind of relevant.
Get rolled, shit.
Listen. Don't say get rolled. First of all,
you got rolled like a little joint. I'm about to smoke you. I'm smoking on that Arab pack. Tastes like shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't publicly tweet shit about that. You know, like if that happens, somebody else will fucking do it or whatever. Doesn't mean I'm with fucking the shits of.
What you're trying to say is you don't want to see him deplatformed for that.
Well,
is what you're saying.
You took like a legal assault thing, not just content. My point is content is like. Yeah. I just respect hustle.
We're talking about canceling for whatever reason.
I just respect hustle. I don't believe in, dude. If I disagree with someone, we're on the fucking internet. Mm-hmm. Get over it. I can go watch something else. Mm-hmm. I don't care I can't consume everything. Yeah. It's just if I disagree with it, I don't have the mental capacity or care to sit here and watch it. Mm-hmm. Or if I do disagree with it, I will watch it if I think it's entertaining. You know, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, this guy did this, blah blah blah. I'm big on just, all right, that's kind of, I thought of a joke about it. Cool, let me crack it. You know what I'm saying? But like, not, fuck this guy, fuck blah, blah, blah. I disagree with this video. Because there are people that do that. I mean, you saw it happen to me. Mm-hmm. I was rating smaller Twitch streamers with a few hundred viewers. And I was gifting subs. We were finding sleeper streamers. And because I went in and one of my streamers called the chick a whore and I didn't fucking claim him and she was super, you know, they, them.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
You know?
Bro, the alphabet people will get you, dude.
Dude.
You got to be careful.
You know what I'm saying? And
Bro, but you know what? Real quick. See, the alphabet people,
You got to be careful.
until they add a letter that applies to you, then you're like, you know what?
Yeah, they just keep adding letters. That's the thing. And they
Eventually, they're going to get all of us, bro. We're all going to be in on it.
They have IA at the end of it, but it's asexual, so it's not Arab. So I was like, yeah, I was trying to claim it as my own, but it doesn't. But she claimed it as fucking harassment, and that whole community
Yeah.
They
tried to cancel.
Yeah.
You know, but like,
I think we're the cancel culture that we're talking about is in such a different scope because that's retarded. What they did to you was stupid.
that's what cancel culture is.
Yeah. But I'm talking about like things that are just in bad taste because people are nuisances. Or
Why
like,
did they try to cancel
you know what I mean?
you for something the other fool said?
Dude, it's what they do because they're all fucking.
I know.
They all
that.
have.
I know.
They don't have fucking.
But it's you
viewership
didn't
or
even.
whatever.
But if it didn't,
Dude, I didn't do. I gifted her $100 as subs.
it's not enough, bro. It's
I
not
know.
enough.
That's what they. Dude, I was in there for 20 seconds, and after that person said that, I felt bad because I saw how I made her react, and I was like, sorry, like, take this as a gift of peace. I didn't harass or anything, and they all hopped on me.
Yeah.
They're like,
And
can you believe you called her a whore and then threw money at her?
Now she's at the fucking laundromat washing the bills.
Oh God, she got a loofah. Her fucking
Bro,
life's over.
a lot of people that try to, like, I left the VOD up and they went back and washed and they're like, okay, like, you weren't even in the wrong. I'm sorry for even think. But that's my point. That's what cancel culture is.
Yeah, you're saying. Okay, then we're talking about two completely different things. Because your cancel culture is like they literally latch on to anything that bothers them that isn't even in any.
I just
realm
disagree
of
with the whole
offensive type
idea
shit.
of.
I disagree with people being offended over everything, dude. Like the fact that you think that you can, that you have the audacity
That your opinion matters.
that you think your opinion matters, dude. First of all, none of our opinions matter.
So you're telling me neither of you ever get offended about anything?
Listen, that's no. I definitely get offended over everything, bro. And I don't think that I'm not arrogant enough to think that I can cruise through life without anybody or anything not offending me. Things are going to offend you.
What about you?
Life's going to be hard.
It's more like respect things
Yeah.
rather than like what are we talking, jokes?
I'm saying, do you get offended?
Yeah.
Everyone gets offended.
But I don't think it matters that I get offended. I don't think somebody owes me something if I get offended by someone saying something.
Yeah, so I think we've just hit a breakthrough here because I think the difference between cancel culture and being offended is that cancel culture preys on any situation where they can even squeeze out the tiniest bit of offensivenessism to go after somebody's platform and sponsors and shit like that. You know what I mean? And it's the way you react to what offended you. You know what I mean? Like I always say that the sum of your character is the decisions you make when you face adversity. So this is kind of like the sum of whether you're a cancel culture motherfucker or not is whether how you act when you have been offended. You get what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, the term offended these days is like...
So ambiguous.
Right?
It's so vague.
It's like, what... I'm saying like, when somebody like somebody I'm working with thinks I'm fucking stupid and makes some dumbass excuse. Like, I was working with an editor and we agreed every time we would talk about times, I was like, I need my videos by 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And that was 9 a.m. Eastern. He worked on PST. And he knew I wanted him 9 a.m. Eastern. And the one day he was late, like fucking 3 weeks later, I was like, bro, like, you fucked my upload. Like, why is it not here at 9 a.m.? He goes, I thought you meant PST. I'm like, come on. Like, you know
where I am. Yeah.
You know what that means.
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking act like I'm stupid.
You get offended at people not respecting your intelligence level type shit.
Well, it's like when your dad, you know, you're growing up and you try to make an excuse and he look at you like, son, like, what do you think I'm fucking stupid? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it's not that I think I'm the smartest.
Yeah.
It's that like just have respect.
Yeah.
Don't come up with a stupid excuse. Like
Yeah.
just be honest.
Yeah.
I'd rather you tell me, listen, I was a lazy fuck. I'd be like, all right, now I'm not offended. Now it's like
now you're
just don't
fired.
fucking
A
do it
lot of
again.
people don't want to work, bro. A lot of people these days see fucking fools, you know, blow up on TikTok, blow up on Twitch, blow up on this, blow up on that, you know, not doing very much.
Yeah.
It does not take very much talent to blow up and make money these days. It really doesn't. Not like
I think it requires work.
It requires work.
I think most of those people still have, even if they're not crazy talented or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
it requires work.
And to be fair, I think the people that blow up overnight, they never last. Like remember like Backpack Kid or Long Neck, Short Neck, like those motherfuckers. Those dudes didn't do shit. Like they film. I'll say this. I will say I do know
people get jaded.
Just trying to make it.
I think that some of those overnight blowups, they definitely have an easier way in than a lot of people, but they don't have a lot of staying power because they have like that.
Of course not.
It's like a match, it burns hard as fuck for a minute and then it fizzles out. And where are those people now? But I feel you. I guess
it boils down to substance, man. It boils down to substance, and the cream fucking rises to the top, People who are truly talented, people that truly have stuff to offer usually end up,
You do tattoos. You're an artist.
Yeah.
You've tattooed for a lot of people.
I have.
You're talented.
Thank you.
You
are too.
Thank you.
You're also good looking. So are you, Edwin. You're very good looking.
I think we got a pretty handsome group of boys in here.
I don't like that I was the second good looking.
Yeah. You were the third.
Wow.
Damn.
There's actually a picture of Edwin and I both being very good looking many years ago.
Yeah.
So really, I was the third.
You are the third.
I gotta say.
I'm used to being the third world country.
Me and Drew, like, I feel like within our little friend group, there's been like little like relationship spats. There's been like little like
everyone.
Little like what's the word? Dude, like falling outs, every once in a while, this and that. But dude, me and him, we've kept it pretty real the whole time, dude.
There's never been a sideways word in over a decade between me and Edwin. Not one.
And I don't know why. You know what I mean? I think it's
right now for content.
I don't know.
That camera's aimed at both.
Dude, do you know what's crazy?
It would be a fucking the house would explode.
Who would win?
That's a tough one.
It'd be rough, dude.
I honestly,
because Edwin could swing and he could catch me slipping and catch me with one and knock me out.
And
but
see, here's the thing. I'm gonna be real with you, and I'll say this on camera to everyone watching. I'm not afraid of many people. I'm really not. There are two people in my immediate friend group that I really think could give me a run for my money. That I would like. If you don't fight, you don't know this. But if you fight somebody, if you're lined up against somebody, I can tell if I have like a 70% chance of winning. And that gives me confidence. Like when I line up against somebody that I know doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, I'm like, all right.
It's over with.
Like mentally, bro, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like a rabid dog.
It's like fucking pit bull smelling blood, dude.
But this motherfucker, bro, I would not feel that way. I'd be like, oh, fuck. I'd be like, this is going to be a brawl. I'm going to be in a lot of pain. This is going to suck. Dude, when we leave, I want him to fist bump you. He'll break your fucking hand. And not even like on purpose. Sure. Not even on purpose, bro. Like he'll just tap you lightly. You're like, damn, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, I boxed for 4.5 years when I was younger. And then, I grew up rough. You know that, man.
Bro,
we're not going to talk about all that on here. That's nobody else's business.
Oh, okay.
No, can I bring up the time? Can I bring up the
saying we don't have time?
Can I bring up the time I watched you smash a dude's phone?
I mean, you see me do more than that.
no, but that same day.
Yeah. Edwin saw me chase a dude down in an air cast with a broken leg. A dude wouldn't fight me when I had a broken leg because the dude that I was trying to fight has seen me beat the shit out of, what I'm saying?
He was, dude, and I know I always bring this up, bro, because I always bring up like I know that you can talk your way out of most bad situations, but
I try to talk my way out of a lot of things, bro.
Sometimes you'll meet people like Drew, though, that if you cross a line, there are no words that will fix what is wrong. And I've literally seen him once again. It's like imprinted in my head, and I'm pretty sure somebody took a video of it.
This is a long time ago,
dude. He fucking had a broken leg. His leg's in an air cast, right? And the kid that he's trying to fight is in Jack's dad's backyard, and he fucking hobbles over to him. He's like, "You fucking," like he starts freaking out. And the kid is so scared of Drew and knows that his leg like is fucking like in an air cast. So he jumps in the pool and he stays in the middle of the pool so Drew can't get him. So Drew just starts picking shit up off the ground like, dude, like kettlebells, bro, like fucking 10, 20-pound kettlebells, and starts fucking throwing them at the kid in the pool. And the kid's like just dodging him, right? And then he's like, all right. He's like, stay in the fucking pool. And he grabs his like new iPhone and is like, whoa, dude, just fucking slams it on the ground.
I just start breaking everything.
And then he hobbles out. I'm like, damn, bro.
It was bad.
Dude, that kid has a restraining order on him, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Does
that
he have
kid.
Apple Care?
Jesus Christ! It was weird. You know, he brought his mom into court. He stood.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
I told you about all that.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ! Seeing him in the court on the witness stand with his mother was probably the funniest thing I've ever seen. In my life.
He brought his mom with him, bro. The kid was like full grown.
The fact that the judge sided with me was like the funniest shit that's ever happened, because there was like this group of black girls in the courtroom, and like I was like dressed all nice and shit, and like you couldn't really see my tattoos, you know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I probably just looked like
I'm sure that helped you a lot.
Yeah.
I probably just looked like a
Yeah,
normal
yeah,
human,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And like I walk up to the stand, and like they start listing off like what I did. This kid starts crying like, I'm scared for my life, and he's gonna literally kill me, and blah 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 and all this shit. And you see these black girls just whip around and looking at me like, whoa.
No, dude, listen. Let me re-emphasize the fact that Drew in the past 2 years is a completely different person.
5 years. It's been 5 years, man. I've been doing this for 5 minutes.
Drew has changed so much in the last 3 months.
In the last 72 hours, I've really gotten my life together, you guys. My PO hasn't been over since Tuesday, bro. It's been a good week. No,
No, man. I have watched that evolution, bro, because I swear there was just times where, like, I don't know, man, somebody rubbed Drew the wrong way.
Last Halloween, he's changed.
dude.
But going back to what we were talking about, like
The art changed my life, as fucking stupid as that sounds. Getting involved with all of it.
Yeah,
and,
you're right. You're
Really
right.
When did
having
it
a.
happen
right.
that you started getting heavily into that?
So literally, while I was on, so that's crazy how it happened. I was on probation. I got in trouble for a fight. And
5 years ago.
No, I was 25 when I got sentenced last year. I got sentenced, yeah. And
What are you now, 34?
34. Yeah, I'm 34. And I was 25 when I was 28. I was like deadlocked in the middle of the probation. I was like hating life, didn't know what direction I was going in. You know what I'm saying? Just not happy, because I was so talented athletically, and I wasn't doing anything with it. And I was getting tattooed heavily at the time, and the shop that I went to, they wanted to hire another artist, and they kept bitching about not being able to find anybody that was good and reliable and not a fucking drunk piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? And because all of us tattoo artists have some sort of bullshit with us. You know what I mean? And
Yours is what? That you're fucking...
mine's just I'm an ex-felon scumbag piece of shit that got my life together. You know what I mean?
It's currently held together by bubble gum and duct tape.
Yeah, literally. It's held together by a bunch of
get
paint
duct
and nonsense. No, I'm just kidding.
Double bubble?
Did you say double bubble?
I like the Big League Chew personally. You know,
All right.
it's like the best 15 seconds of flavor of any gum.
For sure.
But no, seriously. So I like joked around. I was like, oh, I'll fucking learn how to tattoo. And they were like, what? And like, I showed them some of my art that I'd drawn. And they were like, holy shit, you can draw better than like two of the artists that work here. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I know. And I was like, but I don't know. I don't want to tattoo anybody. Like, I really didn't, in the beginning, I wasn't into it. I didn't want to play around in people's blood. I like wasn't into like fucking with people's bodies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And,
Do you have a problem with garlic?
no.
Okay.
It's onions. Yeah.
I don't get it. Oh, my man.
No, I'm just kidding. So they kept setting a tattoo machine up in there, and they wanted me to tattoo myself, and I kept saying no and like fucking beating around the bush. And then finally one night I was like, fuck it, we're running it. You know what I'm saying? And I tattooed my fucking leg, and it turned out like shit. It actually, but it
yourself?
Yeah. And,
Dude, he has crazy.
I've
tats that he
tattooed. I've
does
done
himself.
a bunch of tattoos on my legs.
Take your pants off right now.
You want me to take my pants off? Don't tempt me with a good time. So, yeah, dude, it just happened from there, and the place was an absolute shit show, and the owner was like fucked up on drugs and shit, and he was like out of the place a lot, and the general manager of the place was my roommate. I rented him one of my rooms in my place, and he was like, look, this is what we're gonna do. He's like, we're going to let you tattoo the tourists that come in here when the owner's gone, and we're not going to fucking tell anybody. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, fuck yeah, we are. And I was only supposed to be tattooing like fruit and like fake skin and shit, you know what I'm saying? But instead I was good enough that I was, I could pull it off, and I was just doing like little names and palm trees and like fucking shells and dumb shit for the tourists that were coming in, like $80.
And that's what, so you learn how heavy to press and shit?
Yeah, and like when I was doing it, fucking John was just like teaching me kind of, you know what I'm saying? And he taught me everything wrong, and I was using a shitty machine, and like it was just a nightmare.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. And but
I don't
like
want to
he
brag,
thought,
but like I'm really good at tattooing.
I was hoping when I came, I was
actually not bad.
I was secretly hoping that Edwin was gonna like put me on with you when I was in here. I wasn't gonna bring it up until now.
Yeah,
Is that okay? Can you come to the shop and give me some instructions?
I won't charge you.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can story post me.
Yes.
Okay,
100%.
I'm down.
Okay.
No, all jokes aside, he's got a steady hand, bro.
I believe him.
He tattooed his logo on one of our homies.
I saw him holding up 2 moms with one arm. Bro.
yeah.
This man's got to have a steady hand. But yeah, so it all popped off from that, and then I realized that I was like worth more than what I was doing, and like I could actually be like a real tattoo artist, and I was going out on my spare time and showing tattoo shops this fucking book of shitty drawings, but these drawings I did, which looking back on, it's hilarious, bro. Like what I did is
what's that? What's that called? It's called a
Flash tattoo.
Yeah,
Flash. Yeah, so I went around with that book of Flash. I know you remember that thing that I had too. Yeah, and I was showing everybody. And this guy Rob Secco, he gave me a job at a real tattoo shop and made me an artist. And I worked all my way up to the head artist there. And I ended up tattooing with Justin Coppolino, who's a famous guy out of LA. And he gave me like a crash course for like 6 months of like how to really be good.
Sick.
No, dude, you're
and that's when shit
dude,
changed.
and the thing is, like when I first found out that Drew was artistic and like doing the shit they does, I was like, dude, this makes no fucking sense due to how violent I know you are. You know what I mean? I was like, dude, like you know what I mean? Like when you think of an artist, you're like, you think of an artist, you're like, oh yeah, this and that.
Yeah.
Dude, like it made no sense. I was like,
the background that I come from, it's very strange that I ended up being as nice and compassionate and caring about what I'm doing as I am. You know what I mean? It's really kind of crazy.
So I love it. We talked about how you went to hang out with Nelk in California, but we didn't talk about how you never came back. You came back fucking like a year later or something. So
I was with Steve.
So let's talk about the that whole transition from like the Nelk homies to I forget what it was called.
To the high rise, yeah. How I met the high rise, when it was those 10 days that I was over there, when I was staying at Alex D. Tomaso's, I was hanging out with Steve. Steve and I, were smoking and shit, and Steve was like, "Hey, I know you love burning. I'm about to go over to this crib. These guys are trying to sponsor me and give me a bunch of weed shit." He's like, "You should come with me. They'll probably give you a bunch of free shit." And he's like, "I know you like weed." I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's go." You know what I'm saying? So I hopped in the whip with Steve, and Jason Ernie. You know Jason Ernie?
Yeah.
Me, Steve, and Ernie, and Chef TJ.
That's the World Star dude.
Yeah,
right?
the World Star guy.
Me, Steve, Ernie, and fucking Chef TJ, bro. Right? All 3 hopped in the fucking Tesla and go over to the high rise. So they had just gotten the place that week, that house. They just rented that week.
Crazy.
It was like their first fucking week in there, right? And I go in there and I meet the dudes in there. And Steve was sponsored by Summit Boys, who's this Mike Larson, and the other boys in there are Aaron Coffey, Derek Fukuhara, and a bunch of the other boys, right? That's the high rise side. So there's 2 different companies that were in there originally. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean the high rise though? What's that mean?
The high rise company. It's a mass media marketing agency for cannabis over in LA. Okay. That's the brand that they own. It's called the High Rise.
And it's popular.
So yes, they got like 100,000 on like everything. They're cracking.
They're like known in that industry.
And yeah, they run the media shit in cannabis. Like fucking, they did shit for G Pen, like everybody. You know what I'm saying? They've done like all their pictures. They run like social media shit. Like,
yeah,
that's
I
what
only
they
smoke
do.
real weed. You guys ever heard of Ignite?
Oh yeah, Dan Blazarian. Shout
Damn,
out to
dude, I can't believe you just said G Pen.
Booth Daddy.
I haven't heard of anyone using G Pen since fucking high school,
right?
bro.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's like you know what I'm saying. They did shit for cookies, all the. Fuck, I mean, Fresh Baked. Shout out to Fresh Baked, dude. That's like the best fucking weed there is, bro. All joking aside, it's the best weed in California, and I love their brand.
They sponsor Arab.
They do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty rad. But yeah, I went over there. Smoked some weed with those guys. They were like, "Holy shit, you're cool as fuck. You should probably come back here." You know what I'm saying? So I stayed in touch with Aaron. I flew home for like a week. Aaron called me. He's like, "What are you doing in Florida? Get the fuck back out here." You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Okay, I'll come." So I went out there. That trip turned into 2 trips. That trip turned into 3 trips. And it was like the week. I was just going week by week. You know what I'm saying? And then the 3rd time that I was there, the boys sat me down. They were like, "You should probably move in." And like, because this is like a situation. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, fuck, I have like a 6-figure business in Florida that I'm gonna have to shut down and like fucking just move my life the fuck out here. Are you guys serious? You know what I mean?
So what were they offering you?
A fucking spot in a $20 million mansion and all the connections to everything that
And
they
that
have.
paid off.
It definitely did in certain ways. You know what I mean?
Because you're not getting. Are you getting paid anything? Or no? It's just
Well,
like
I was getting paid for my art and my tattoos. You know what I mean?
exactly.
I think it's more that they had like, dude, that house was crazy. So they had
the
parties,
house we lived in
they
was
had
like
parties all the time. So there's
You meet so many
constantly people in and out. You know what I mean? So
Well, no, I'm not
The
saying that you made
networking.
a bad decision. I'm asking because people
No.
listening, like, what does it take to move everything? You have a.
It
you know?
took a nightmare to move all my shit out there. On top of everything with COVID and trying to like move these pods and like the fact that California is so out of their minds about the COVID situation as compared to here. You know what I'm
It
saying?
was during COVID that you did that.
Yes, I did it smack
So you
dab in
just
the
got back.
middle of COVID.
You just got back
6 months ago.
No, July. I came back July.
right after the restraining
August,
order.
September, October, November. No. This guy- yeah. Yeah. So I don't even know, man. But yeah, it's weird that the whole thing of me, I was never going to move out there. If I had never gotten in that car with Steve that day and gone to that whole situation would have never occurred.
Now, at what?
It's-
Sorry, go
No,
ahead.
I'm just going to say that, just rolling with random shit like that sometimes will open the wildest fucking doors in life, man. It's unbelievable.
Did that up the value of your art? Because now you know that all these people are willing to buy
course
and
it
have
did.
more money.
Of course
so,
it did.
So how quickly did that happen, and how did your price points change?
So I still take care of everybody in Florida. I am a Florida native. I was born and raised here. I love it here. I love my people that are from here. I love what Florida's about. I love what Florida stands for. I will always be cheaper in Florida than I am anywhere else,
Right.
because I'm here to support my community. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? With that being said, everybody in LA, wants to flex and flaunt all their money around. So, I charge for it.
Makes sense.
that is so
Makes
true.
sense.
That is so true.
Are you able to
You
say?
want to
like,
you want to flex your fucking millions of dollars in front of me? You're going to fucking pay me.
Are you able to say the percentage shift? Like quickly after you move?
Oh, so I charge $150 an hour in Florida. Okay, for tattoos.
Right.
Paintings, it's about
and you're top of the top.
paintings. I charge 75 cents a square inch in like either a date with your girlfriend or your mom for the night.
Okay. You do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
respectable, right? You need to at least let
Most
me
of
take
the
your
kids
mom out
choose
for.
mom for me.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
They
He
get
was
a little
actually-
butthurt about
dude,
the girlfriends.
He was actually the #1 Fortnite coach in the world, and that was kind of the prerequisite for him to coach you to victory.
Yes.
Was not only did you have to pay him,
Yes.
you also he needed
A motherly
sacrifice.
introduction.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wanted your mom.
I love it.
So 150 an hour. In
150 an
Florida.
hour here, and it's like 75. Yeah, I do like 75 cents a square inch for the
square
paintings.
inch.
I know that sounds
That's-
weird, but it makes it really easy.
That's like
'cause
small,
it's like
isn't
your
it?
thumb.
it is
It's like your
small.
thumb.
It is very small, but
75 cents. You said. Mm-hmm. That's not a lot.
no, but it adds up when it's like a 5 by 6 foot painting.
Yeah, I know.
So the painting will be like 2 Gs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
That makes sense. That's it.
It just makes it easy.
Dude,
So
your
it's-
art is good. Your art is good, and I'm not into art, but that's some of the first art that I've ever considered. I mean, one, it's probably
Thank
because
you.
you're a homie too.
Thank you.
Like,
Well,
I would
now
never
you guys
buy-
have a piece.
Well, I like the paintings a lot. Like, eventually, I'm gonna buy one and put it in my fucking background. Like, I'll order a custom one.
Yeah.
But I never understood spending money on art, but because you're a homie, plus the fact that it's real cool and like I fuck.
You don't
with
want a
the
pixelated
cartoonish-
rock for $500,000 ETH?
Yeah, I would never buy it because that one dude who did the Suicide Forest thing owns it.
Okay, that makes
Oh
sense.
wait, what was his name?
Fucking the Paul's
Mike Paul?
Mike.
Yeah,
Mike Paul?
Mike Paul.
Mike Paul.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
RuPaul.
Yeah, between the Suicide Forest and
Jesus.
between the
RuPaul.
Suicide Forest and the drag races, bro, I'm out.
So that's what you charge here. What do you charge? I'm a Florida native, by the way.
Okay. So out in LA, I am $300 an hour, which is actually super competitive, and that's
Really?
if you came to the mansion. Yeah, the people dude, some of those fools are charging like $1,000 an hour, like
people
stupid
pay.
numbers for some of the social media tattooers and shit. I'm not gonna name any names, but like, dude,
Yeah.
my work
And if
my
you have
work
kids,
speaks
they'll
for
touch them
itself.
too?
My work speaks for itself.
Huh?
What'd you say?
I was saying, and if you have kids, like not only will they charge you $1,000, but they'll touch them too.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I'm talking about?
Or they'll complain that you offended them while they were tattooing you or something crazy. But either way, I'm three an hour out there. If you came to the crib, if I had to go anywhere, I was charging $5.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had to do like some stuff where like I pulled up.
And how long does
blah,
like a
blah, blah.
tattoo, like a good size tattoo, like take? You know, like,
So that is a very speculative thing,
it
depending
could
on.
be like just on average, not like a fucking super detailed. Like just in general, somebody comes in to get a tattoo. How long on average does that take?
I could knock that out in 2 hours.
That
two,
whole
two and a half-
What?
2.5 hours.
The whole
I'm
dragon?
fast, bro. The
Oh, that's not a dragon. It looked like a
Saint
dragon.
Michael?
From here. What's on the bottom? Is it not a dragon head?
oh, it's a demon.
Oh, okay.
Say close
You
enough.
could do that in 2 hours?
I could do this guy. I could do this whole thing in easily 2 hours.
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
I
Easily
couldn't draw.
2
I couldn't
hours.
even
Do
draw
you
that.
stencil it
I'm fat.
first?
Yeah. I stencil it.
Does that count?
So
as
I
part of the
draw.
hours?
No.
Oh, it
no,
doesn't.
No, I'm talking needle to skin, and that's with me probably taking like a 10-minute break in between there sometimes. Yeah, but,
Dude, what?
I go.
You don't charge for like the initial like time and shit. Like
I should.
you're cheap,
Yeah,
dude. You are cheap.
I am. That's why I've done well because
I guess that makes sense.
you know what I mean. Because I'm definitely expensive, but I'm not overly expensive by
Yeah,
any stretch of
and
the
people like-
imagination.
you
and
gotta
there are
get
people that are
personality,
overly
yeah.
expensive that are not
They'll
as
pick
good as
you.
I am.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
I think
So
that
it's like
people that are into tattoos and getting tattoos, they know what the deal
They
is.
know what
You
the
you're,
fucking
you're
deal is,
expensive
yeah.
to somebody that isn't into it, but like
Exactly.
for somebody who's into it, they're
I
like,
mean, listen,
and
man,
they see my level of tattooing, they're like, "You're only $150 an hour, dude." Literally, they throw money at me.
dude,
Yeah.
I got Chipotle 360 days in a row once.
How's your
Oh, it's like
asshole still
330. Well,
intact?
wait, really?
Yeah, I ate Chipotle every single day for a whole year. And
You have the guts of steel. That's
and well, here's
wild.
the thing: it got more and more expensive.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I used to spend at one point for a double chicken bowl with guac.
Do they charge you more than $1 for guac there now? I don't eat Chipotle.
Dude, it's like
I don't.
So it's like
$1.95.
$250, bro.
Dude,
It's fucked.
they're hitting you
Yeah.
with the $250. That's
Yeah.
more than a
But,
single
I mean,
avocado.
I'm sure it's probably. I'm sure.
You actually get
You're
a real
right.
avocado
You're
for like
right.
$1.80.
Bro, the thing is, like,
Oh my God! Wait! We gotta call fucking Chris or Ross and tell him that a good
Can-
fucking prank will be bringing your
can
own
I-
guac to fucking Chipotle.
Listen, we're talking about all these munchies and shit. Can I break this rig out?
Yeah,
Can we,
yeah, what?
is it okay that
Yeah,
I take a dab
let's
like
see
with
what's good.
everybody going
Yeah.
on? So we're talking about LA and like everything that happened in LA, and we're talking about the weed house and you know the content mentioned all that. So a lot of the stuff that was going on there was all cannabis based, and I met some really cool people out there, man, and some really awesome brands.
now it just looks like I threw up the Chipotle idea for nothing. I
I'm
wanted
so
to
sorry.
explain
No, dude.
something. No.
Okay,
gonna
finish.
say-
No. Do your Chipotle
It
thing.
was
My
gonna
bad.
be a point for your money, like why you charge less and it's more competitive.
Yeah.
It used to cost me fucking $10 to $11 a bowl, double chicken and guac, like
Okay.
back in the day, like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And then they kept upping the price, and now it's like fucking
$19.
$14.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So it's like in between that price point, it's super competitive because most good restaurants that are like fast food type like that, but are high
Yeah.
quality food, are charging you the $11, $12. So
Yeah.
it's like I've stopped eating as much Chipotle,
Yeah.
and now I eat the other things that save me that
Around
$2,
that
$3
price
for
range.
a
Yeah.
similar taste, you know?
There you go.
So it's like that matters.
Yeah, it definitely matters.
Yeah.
You're saying the,
Not-
the
yeah.
competitiveness. Is
Exactly.
The
Not-
competitiveness matters, dude,
Yeah.
especially in a saturated fucking market. You know how many goddamn tattoo artists there are in this world?
Yeah, a lot.
Very many.
Yeah.
I mean,
Very
I'm one
many.
myself.
You know? I'm in the
So
room with a
LA,
legend.
weed,
LA, weed,
weed.
OnlyFans
You
models.
pulling it out or what?
Hot tubs.
Got to be
Let's
the
see it.
craziest rig
Let's
we've
see
had
it.
on so far.
So yeah, so this is definitely probably the
616.
craziest piece of art. So I did actually custom paint this box myself. It is an octopus that's inside here. That's why I did the.
I had octopus for the first time yesterday.
Did you really?
It was shit.
What?
Wait, we
Oh,
got
then you got
octopus?
screwed.
No, it was really good octopus.
No, if it didn't taste good, then you got screwed.
No, it was really good octopus. I don't like the chewiness.
Oh.
It wasn't cooked right then. It shouldn't be super chewy.
I don't
It's
think
a
it
little
was.
chewy.
It's a little chewy.
It was
but
at Oak and Ola in next
Okinawa?
Oak and Ola
that's racist.
We bombed that.
That's come on, man.
under Ember. Do you know where that is? Like the fucking rooftop.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a real
yeah.
nice. It was a real nice
Yeah.
spot.
Okay, so I
Holy
literally,
shit.
I feel
what
like
the fuck is that thing?
I feel like a dickhead right now because I forgot my dab mat to put this thing on. I thought I brought it with me.
Fuck it, whatever.
I don't know what a dab mat is,
It's
It's like a mouse pad, but for dabs. I swear to God.
exactly what it is.
dude. You know who has a crazy sick
So
glass
we have this
fucking
thing.
museum in his house?
I don't know.
Yeah,
if
that thing.
You know who Sky does Minecraft is?
Dude, be fucking careful, Edwin. Jesus Christ.
You can hold it up to that one. Might be easier.
Holy shit, dude.
Go higher.
So that's $5,000 worth of glass.
Oh my God. Take this,
It's a Honda Civic that
Take this back.
Edwin's holding.
I should have been like,
This is by a guy named Mako Glass who has been making these things for about I think like 12 years or 15 years or some gnarly amount of time. and he makes one a week, and he auctions the one piece off each week. And I was lucky enough to
I wonder
get this
if
one.
the scent is gonna get stuck on the mic.
No, I don't think so.
No, it'll be all right. I'll do it.
If those other dudes were smoking a blunt in here, this is way
Yeah.
less.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know how it all
The
works.
blunt and the
Flower-
tobacco.
So flour, anything flour sticks
Arab,
way
Arab
gnarly.
doesn't like the smell of like weed, but the smell that you're talking
This
about.
is a lot different.
Yeah, the smell that you're talking about isn't even
shit.
actually the weed. It's always the blunt, bro. Like
Oh,
that,
me? It's not. I mean, the weed. Sure, I'm not a fan of the smell. I don't hate the smell. It's
Yeah.
it's the fucking smoke, the burntness.
It's the blunt, dude. I'm telling you, the
It's
blunt.
like
Yeah,
the
the
bong
burning.
water, bro.
Yeah.
So this actually is gonna smell really good. This is gonna smell completely different than anything you've
Really?
probably. Yeah.
You should probably take a hit.
Probably
Probably.
good.
I think
too many
this would
podcasts.
send fucking Arab into the next stratosphere if he ripped.
Dude,
this.
I actually don't think so. 'Cause
No?
Arab is a tank.
You smoke weed?
Not really. Like once every 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've given him like an edible that would have fucking put an
would've- yeah.
elephant on his ass, and he's vibing.
He's one of
And I'm
those,
like, yeah, dude, he really is.
I
So
think
there's
I
there's
think,
the thing, bro. Some people are like super intolerant to the edibles. Like you give them like fucking 5 milligrams and they're fucking tripping balls like they ate mushrooms, and other people can give them like 1,000 and they're just sitting
Yeah,
there.
see,
like,
Here's the
I-
thing.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
no, you're good.
I just like my body tanks shit. Sure, like caffeine, etc. But I think it's just like my nonchalantness and not giving a fuck.
No, I agree.
Do you even
Because
take a lot of caffeine?
no,
No.
I can't. Then it doesn't do anything to me.
Yeah.
bro, you know what it is? It's his mental state. It's you know how like
You're wound up inside all the time.
What is that? Wait,
yeah.
what do you mean?
You
Like,
know,
a
you
good-
know how
is it a
some-
good thing?
No,
Wound up
I'll
inside?
tell you. I'll tell you what it is. So basically, there's people that like are prone to anxiety
That's
as a
what I'm
result
talking
of
about.
doing this, and so like they'll smoke weed, they'll get real anxious, they'll get in their heads, and if they get too high, they start to freak out. That freak out phase just doesn't exist in your mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Oh, okay.
you get what I mean? Like that freak out phase doesn't exist for my man's, which is good. That's fucking dope. That's good.
Let me see.
I mean,
this.
it's like why I am the way I am, kind
I
of.
don't want to.
You know.
I don't want to fucking get this on the table.
Guy's setting up a whole ass fucking octopus
Fucking,
bong.
fucking chemistry experiment over
You
here.
know,
Okay.
this is your.
What are the fucking? What's the make of that? Like, what periodic table elements are in that?
This is made out of zinc and fucking awesomeness.
It's a Honda.
Awesomeness.
Yeah. No, actually, if you really want to know what this is made out of, it's actually made out of North Star glass, which is like the most OG glass fucking that you can get in the game. Fucking shout out North Star glass, their shit's sick.
I didn't know glass was on a compass.
Yeah.
What is that? What does that even mean?
Ass is normally what I'm used to. Is he smoking that? He hit it already?
No.
No, I'm just making
No,
sure.
he's gonna then pull out.
Just careful for the liquid death
Yeah,
spilling.
I got it.
I'm gonna be real careful of everything right
This
here.
is a real exhibition.
Yeah.
This is-
After he hits this, we'll wrap it up.
Yeah. This is the first on the Branders podcast.
What made you come back to Florida while you're setting this up?
Oh man, oh yeah, we didn't get
Great
to that
question.
part.
Yeah,
we didn't get to that part. We
that
just
was
talked
the end
about
of the story. Yeah. Great call.
What happened while I was in LA? I was there for 11 months. It was a constant party. Okay, every single
It's crazy.
day.
I go for 5 days and I'm winded for like
Yeah.
two parties, and I'm
So you-
like I can't.
Everybody who's here who like hasn't like lived this life or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? Like thinks that shit's all fun and games till like some dumbass OnlyFans model who you have no idea who they are is rummaging around through your kitchen at 3:30 in the morning, and you come down there and they're like, "Where's your food?" And I'm like, "Who the hell are you? Get out of my house!" You know what I'm saying? Like.
Are you fucking serious,
Dude, or like you come downstairs and like everyone's like rummaging through your cell phone chargers and like just your shit. It is fun for a month, dude, and then it gets to be excessive.
Yeah, we had some phone conversations, bro, when he was like thinking about moving back, and he's like, this shit just ain't right. He's like, yo, this shit is fucked up.
No, dude, everybody out there thinks they're somebody. Everybody is like the most disrespectful,
Dude.
foot stepping,
Dude.
fucking.
You want to hear some shit?
I would love to.
While I was doing the 10 bodyguards stream,
Yeah.
some famous dude posted me like while I was on Melrose.
Hating on it? Was shut the fuck up.
Huh?
Was he hating on you, or he just
Yeah.
put? Yeah, I guarantee.
He was like, who
Who's
the
this
fuck-
motherfucker think he
Who
is?
the fuck this dude think he is? Walking around with,
Wait, who
and
was it?
Well, he had like 1 million followers. Ganache. I don't know what his name was. I think it started with a G or something. He had like 1 million followers.
He's just butthurt. He's not getting the attention, dude. It's all.
Here's the thing. He posted that and he has 1 million followers. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I go and he's got his likes hidden. So like in my head, I didn't post it online, but I told it to a few friends.
Yeah, wait.
It's-
I don't
he
mean
was-
it. Yeah, keep going.
He was talking shit, but his likes were hidden on Instagram. Like he had them turned off because he probably doesn't get any fucking engagement on that million followers, and like is afraid of people saying like, "Oh shit, you only get this many likes," you know?
Yeah. I didn't know that you could turn the likes off.
But you know what's funnier about that? You think that you can just turn it off? You can't. You have to do it picture by picture. So that's
Stop.
a constant. Yes.
Shut
you
the
can't-
fuck up. So he puts that much effort into that
Exactly.
situation.
It's not
You
a
know
one-time
that's
thing.
sus.
There's not a switch. You have to hide it on every
Stop.
picture.
I thought
swear.
it was a one-time thing.
Nope.
That's mental. So
What is that?
What
Buddy's casting a fucking
So-
spell.
I'm fucking summoning someone from the nether realm right now. No, I'm just kidding. So what I'm doing is this is
Wait, move it from the mic because I think it might be spamming it. There you go.
Is it spamming it?
They'll
Okay,
see it.
here
They'll
we
see
go.
it though.
So what I'm doing right now is this is called an auto slurper. They make terp slurps out of quartz, which is a
I
certain
need an
type
auto
of banger.
slurper. Do we have those in the metaverse? Can
Exactly.
I make them the fucking hottest MILF I know?
It's not somebody you pay for oral pleasure, okay? It is something you smoke out of. Listen, it's made by out of this world quartz. I use quartz because I can shove it into alcohol when I'm done and it won't explode and it cleans itself instead of me having to sit here and do a bunch of shit.
So what's leaking?
Water.
Water.
Leaking? Oh, it's not leaking. It's just rolling off the side because I poured some right there. So,
I feel like we're witnessing
guy's
a
a
fucking.
blowtorch.
I think
We'll
we're
get this
witnessing a
over.
fucking science fair experiment right now.
normally I would put my $5,000 piece on a dab mat. I feel like an absolute piece of shit for not doing this.
Dude,
right
these
now.
tables are $40.
It's okay. No. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about this thing.
He's like, I'm worried about your $40 fucking table on my $5,000 thing.
Yeah. So
He's like, how dare y'all invite me to a podcast and only have $40 tables under my $5,000 octopus?
Yeah, literally.
For real.
God.
That's so. It's so
I thought I
funny
was
that
in a- I thought I
that
was
thing's
in a
$5
place
grand.
of royalty.
You were incorrect, dude. I'm so stoked on that bear brick.
Dude.
That's sick.
I'm disappointed
so-
that this doesn't have a fucking bong in it that we can rip out of.
It does. It's in-
Secretly,
it's
it
in the
is
ass.
A gravity bomb.
It's in the ass. Turn it around. Look, you can hit it right.
Hit
right.
it out of the ass.
Oh yeah, some good shit, huh? Oh yeah.
I love it.
Damn.
It's nothing like that good old ass smoke. All right, so I like to use a terpometer on mine because I'm not a savage and I don't take hot dabs. I take nice, cool temp dabs. Cool. I like to whisper.
I feel like
Never taken a dab in my life.
I feel
We
like
should probably do one right now.
No.
Oh
For your
my
first time on the
God.
podcast? Are you
No.
kidding me?
we have another podcast after this.
We have two other
Oh,
podcasts.
okay.
after
Yeah,
this.
no, you're.
we have one in 5 minutes. I've taken a grab before.
What?
A gravity bong.
This was fun, guys.
Yeah.
This was fun. I really appreciate you guys having me on.
This was super
sure.
fun.
For sure.
We got to do.
Dude,
We got to do
podcast?
another
Yes,
one.
100%.
Well,
I
Podcast?
feel like I should have talked more about the stuff that happened in
Well, we-
LA. Maybe
Oh, we'll go again.
Oh, we'll go again. And honestly, bro, like
we
I
would
said,
keep going.
Yeah,
to be
Yeah.
honest.
but you got
Yeah.
we got this.
Wouldn't
Alright, so
stop it.
here's what you do. I take them at 500 degrees because that's
You
what
have
I
a
do.
temperature thing?
Yeah, I got a
Dude,
temperature
you
thing.
are
So
a-
look, I stick
you're-
this in here
Whoa.
for most of it because I
That's
like to take
scary.
monster dabs. We put that on there. Boom, and here we go.
What is happening? That's going to get me stoned.
He goes, that's gonna get me stoned, dude.
look at the little ball spinning. That's
that
fucking
spins right
wild.
there?
Hachi, get a close up on that.
I don't know if they can.
Dude, he's just ripping this thing. You're a fucking maniac.
I got second in the Stoner Olympics in LA. I beat like a bunch
That's a
of.
thing?
I got a yeah, dude. So that's a whole nother story. Oh man, that's how we're gonna end it. Okay, so we're gonna tell the Stoner Olympics story. That's how we're ending this, and then we'll go for round 2 later on.
Hold up. Tell me your Instagram first.
A.Samuel_tattoos.
And it's in the description.
Yeah, there you go. Boom. in
And,
the description.
and we're on
probably right here.
Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. So drop a like and subscribe on
Yeah.
whichever fucking platform you're on.
I appreciate you guys. I try to make dope shit for you, and the content's pretty cool.
Go purchase some fucking paintings. You
Yeah, or
Yeah.
come
fuck.
get tattooed,
Yeah.
or bring your mom for a nice
Yes.
seafood dinner. One
Yeah,
of
bring
the,
your mom.
one of the
Yes.
two.
If she's hot.
Yeah, well, I give love to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Fat chicks need love too.
Yeah, he's been watching. What would you do?
Yes.
Jeez.
Oh, what a
Alright.
good way to.
So,
Yes.
Real quick, Stoner Olympics. I was there. I got invited. That's before I lived there. That's right when they got the house. I got invited there for the week just to come rage and party and be part of the situation. I was not supposed to be in it. It was supposed to be a bunch of weed influencers that have a fuck ton of followers, and that's what they do for a living is cannabis.
Yeah.
And blah blah. So. One of their people, I'm gonna keep this short. So one of their people couldn't show up like literally day of. called up and was like, I'm fucked, right? So Aaron and the boys were like, holy shit, like we're like a person down for this thing. We don't just want to put some random in it because it's gonna look retarded. They were like, put fucking Drew in, and I was like, are you serious? And they're like, yes, dude, you're perfect. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay,
look at you.
yeah, and I can fucking smoke weed, like for real. And they knew that I can fucking burn it down. And so I ate some mushrooms beforehand, and I was gonna literally just be in the crowd. Because I was just gonna be in the crowd and vibe. And like Nick Tucker was there. He's a pro skateboarder who I'm friends with. Yeah, and like we were all chilling, bro. Like we were vibing. Like Nick and I are super cool. Like we fucking were vibing. You know what I'm saying? And like, I thought that was just gonna be the day. Well, either way, they ended up putting me in the fucking thing. And like, I guess you get superpowers when you eat mushrooms, and you can smoke a shit ton of weed. And I ended up beating fucking all these influencers, and I got second in the fucking thing. They really said that I got first, but they didn't want to give me the first thing because it would look bad for all this shit. So they ended up giving it to this fucking chick. Anyways, I was like, dude, give it to her. I was like, I'm not trying to steal it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to steal the spotlight, but like, I showed up and murked everybody. Dude, they gave me a medal with like all this engraving and shit. I got fucking a cash prize.
She got first, but like, did you fuck because it was your first?
She is an alphabet person.
Oh, so she's.
And she's
she was
getting to it longer.
She was a man.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
No.
Well,
she
was a man,
but she also likes hers.
Oh, so she was a man that is becoming.
Her name's Alicia. She's actually a really dope human. I like Alicia a lot. Yeah. She's honestly, out of like all of the fucking influencers out there and shit who like absolutely suck, Alicia's fucking cool, dude, and was like a real human. You know what I'm saying? So like, shout out to her and her chick. They were fucking awesome. I love Alicia. She's definitely a homie. Look at Edwin.
It's just the way you.
I think I got stoned, bro. I think I'm.
Edwin got a fucking contact high. Look, I think you did. Your eyes got red.
Listen, if y'all made it to the fucking end, thanks so much for making it to the end of the podcast. Yeah. I appreciate everything. Subscribe. Yeah. We'll see you guys the fuck later.
It was fun.
Peace boys.